We are United Washitaw. You see the flag that's on the guy's shirt right there? Yeah. That's our flag. Yeah, right. That's our flag. Right? That's United Washitaw, deduct the money as flag. So if you go back and research, Washitaw has the oldest land cases against the United States, and we beat them in the United States Supreme Court at their own games. Okay? We beat them at their own game. So here it was, we told them that Louisiana, that the middle to northern portion of Louisiana, we owned that. That was never part of the land deal. And that actually 30 million more acres never was part of that. That was actually from Louisiana all the way up into the territory of Canada. Almost the whole of Canada, we own that too. So we do the documentation for people who want nationality. Declaration of Nationality. Your Declaration of Status. Right? Your non-taxpayer status. Your denial of corporate status. Your common law name correction or religious name correction. But common law name correction is what we use in the states that are common law. In other states we use religious name correction for those that are not at common law. But common law name correction, this is not a name change, but a correction. There's a difference.
What is it, Louisiana, like Virginia, Pennsylvania?
Right. Even Connecticut is a common law constitutional state, which means that they can do it three ways. Equity, of course that's the Constitution, maritime, or common law. Okay? So, here in Carolina, common law. Common law. Alright? So common law name correction. So this is not a name change, this is a common law name correction. So what happens is that you are changing your so-called birth name, government name, so-called slave name, to your indigenous appellation. All right, your indigenous appellation, your so-called spiritual name, whatever term that you want to refer to it as, because now you pick the name in which that you attempted to live by. You might not pick Joseph. All right, even though in Arabic, Joseph is Yusuf. So guess what? Instead of saying Joseph, you would say Yusuf. You see that? So let's say the name was Joseph McGillicuddy. It would be now Joseph ben Israel, or Israel would be the title. You see? So Yusuf El. So you're correcting the name now, I should say. You're correcting the name. All right? So guess what? You can actually take this common law name correction in a place where they practice common law, and you can take it straight to the secretary, the clerk's office of what is called the civil filing section of Superior Court. And they will actually put it on file, or either you can go to the Register of Deeds office, which is also called the Recorder's office. And they will actually take your documentations and put it on the record. Well, if you go to the Clerk of Civil Filing of the Superior Court, it's called the register number. You will ask them for a register number for your documents. And you can also tell them that you want a true original copy of your documentation, and you want seals on it from the Clerk of Court, you want it signed, and you want that stamp from the state, showing that it's authentic and that you have contact with the state, you know what I'm saying, representative, because guess what? Those are officials, right? Now, clerk, she might be, quote unquote, working with another clerk who was put in position. The head clerk is put in position who is actually voted into position, all right? That's the head clerk. Then she might have deputy clerks who work for her or work for him, all right? So they can sign it, seal it, and put their name, all right? Or, as we say, sign it, seal it, and stamp it, okay? So this is all with the common law name correction, right? So declaration of nationality, declaration of status, non-taxpayer status, denial of corporate status, common law name correction, right? You have what is called your affidavit of truth and your affidavit of facts. Your affidavit of truth, your affidavit of facts. Okay, all of these are affidavits. Because guess what? A judge can't give no judgment on an affidavit. He can only do that on a motion. So on a motion, he can say yay or nay. He can deny or let fly. But with an affidavit, he has no, he don't have any power on the affidavit. So you don't have to go before a judge for none of this, because he has no power. It's outside his jurisdiction. Y'all remember about 4 years ago where the girl wanted to call, name her child Jesus?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And she couldn't do it because the judge, sure, the only Jesus I know is my Lord and Savior. And you ain't doing that today up in here. Right? And so he denied it. Like, you can't change, no, you can't give him no name, Jesus.
And they named the kid themselves.
Right.
The judge named the kid.
Right.
That's because you gotta remember it was a state.
Yeah,
Right. What's a state? She's a nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
watch
You
that.
gotta remember that. What did they call a person that the guy was charged in jail?
But she was smart enough to at least come back and go before another judge, and she was allowed to do the name correction or name change. Now, me personally, with my documentation, I'm not going before a judge. I'm simply going to the clerk and get it sealed, stamped, and signed. That's it. That's it. I don't need a judge to say anything about my common law name correction.
The highest officer in the court is her.
Right.
Over top of the judge.
Right.
No, judge actually sits on the bench, which represents the bank.
Right.
Bench and bank are the same word.
Exactly.
Yes.
Bench and bank.
Right.
Right. A pew.
Right.
He's the preacher.
And the bank, what it does in the water, it controls the currency.
The currency. Right. Right. The tides. The water on the banks of the river. He controls the banks. All right, the tithes. You must pay your tithes. Creflo Dollar said you must pay your tithes. If you don't, I'm gonna line everyone up and shoot them. That's what Creflo Dollar said. You got declaration of nationality, declaration of status, non-taxpayer status, denial of corporate status, common law name correction, affidavit of truth, affidavit of facts, and we also have your nationality card. And also, you have what's called your live claim birth form. All right? Your live claim birth form. This is your birth form, live claim birth form from your nation. So we are United WASHITAW, so we do a birth certificate for you that is not on the stock market. That can't ever be on the stock market. But it gives you the ability, do you know that you can actually do a baptismal record and go to the DMV and they'll give you a driver's license? Because that's one of the forms of identification. So guess what? We did the same thing. We did a live claim birth form in parentheses a baptismal record. So you can take this baptismal record and you can actually use it in any place in which that needs proof of identification. And whose name is on it? Oh, down you got Yusuf L on there. You don't got Joseph McKitticut. You got Yusef L. So Yusef L now has proven who he is. Why? Because he has a birth certificate from his nation. He has his nationality documents. He has his nationality card with a flag on it, which shows that you're under another jurisdiction, that you're not part of the so-called U.S. citizenship, and you can never be.